Hey guys, going into the second round of an Oath of the Gatewatch draft. This hand's an interesting one because we only have one creature, but we do have two removal spells. I think I keep it. I mean, it's not like the most amazing hand ever, but it's fine. We don't want to be doing a whole lot more of land drawing. Especially not when we don't... Yeah, there we go. I was going to say, if we had a creature with landfall, then that'd be another story. And then we got one, so that was pretty good. Player stalking drone. Alright, I think instead of playing the Spires here, I should just play the Predator. See if our opponent puts this on top of our library. No. Yeah, so I just play another Predator. Next turn I can Looming Spires. Then Devour and Flames can later return the Spires, and I can get like extra bonuses off of it, so all in all, seems pretty good. We may also... Yeah, okay, well... We're going to make the one hit it gets in count, I guess. Because we're going to go... Looming Spires. Put it all on him, since... So we still get to get in for 5 with it. That's probably, you know, almost worth a card at least. Drop him to 11. And then play out the Slide Runner. So we're in pretty good shape. I mean, we only have like, 5 damage, but we have ways to kill most creatures he might play in the coming turns. I would imagine. If he hadn't tapped that down, we'd be a lot. Ooh. Well, he's going to take our Devour and Flames away. But I mean, we can 2-for-1 it pretty easily. I mean, and it's not even a 2-for-1 because then it replaces itself. So I probably stay aggressive here. I think that's my plan. Oh, now I feel kind of bad, but sometimes Magic Luck's on your side, sometimes it's not. Right there, it was definitely on our side. So, we're gonna return Looming Spires, Devour and Flames, the Thought-Knot Seer. We either draw a card. So all in all, feels pretty good. Replay our Looming Spires. Oh, choose target creature. Okay, I will. Get in for 6. Wow, yeah, I know. I was really lucky. It happens. It's happened for him too. Happens for everybody. Some people get salty about it. I mean, it's easy to get salty when you're on the losing end of it, but that is Magic for you. I mean, we did draft 2 of them, It's not always easy to do that, so. We have our opponent down to 5. So, if we're going to continue to be stupidly lucky, we'll just draw our Touch of the Void right now. But it seems unlikely. Okay, so our opponent's probably got a way of dealing with at least one of our creatures. Otherwise, he probably would have scooped. He knows we have Reality Hemorrhage too, so he can't really afford to even take like 2, but let's see what he's got for us. Brutal Expulsion. Dang. Okay. Pretty good, pretty good. So we're just going to replay our Stalking Drone. And in the turn there. So our opponent has 2 pretty great cards. The only 2 spells we've seen him play so far are pretty brutal ones. One of them even has that in its name, I guess. Yeah, we need colorless mana now to help finish our opponent. So he's a forest on top of his library. What else are you doing? Sears Lantern. Okay. Wow. Well, interesting. I'm gonna swing. I doubt we get in, but it's worth it when you have 2 reality hemorrhages in your hand. I think I just hang on to them for now and in my turn. He may be about to play freaking Ruin Processor, which would be really bad for us, obviously, because it would just be enormous. And it would gain him 5 life, and we're kind of trying to burn him out here. We may have to use it on creatures, depending on what he plays, but Nissa's Renewal. Ugh. So he is going to gain a bunch of life. All right, he may have Void Winnower or any number of other scary ramp creatures. Yeah, I mean, despite how lucky we were with those back-to-back Iron Flames, we have like bricked on a lot of other draws, so that's been unfortunate. We haven't gotten any of our big finishers or anything like that, so now we just have to sit back and hope our opponent can't just kill us with like Kozilek or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He could play it right now if he's got it. Oh, Lord. It's one of those guys. Or it's Zendikar Resurgent, which could, I mean, still means that he may well have, yeah, Kozilek or anything else. He could also have, like, Rolling Thunder. Hey, a big creature. That's not a bad thing. He can scry, which isn't great for us. He's also going to start drawing extra cards. Right, he's declaring the block again. Figured it was worth it to give it a try there. Okay, well, let that trigger go, and then play our Path Warden. So he's got 1,000,000 mana. He can cast basically anything he ever wants to cast. Might actually be worth it to bring in Creeping Mole that can kill both of these things, and I think that seems reasonable. Oh God, what is he playing? Skyrider Elf. Okay. Well, it's still only a 5/5. So, but that does mean he can trade with our Path Warden, and it does mean he draws a card. So, and now Sifter of Skulls. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, I think we're just eventually going to lose, but we may as well make our opponent work for it. Yeah, that's pretty scary. 2/4, and he can actually pay for it right now in response to Reality Hemorrhage. So we maybe should just scoop after he played those. Let's see what we draw, but it seems, yeah, I think I just scoop. There's no real way I can put a stop to this nonsense. So kind of just wasting time. So we got off to a really quick start there, but then bricked on a lot of draws. So yeah. Reclaiming Vines. I mean, it's basically Creeping Mold. I mean, our opponent has a multicolor deck, so it's good at blowing up one of his colors. He's got a really good enchantment in his deck, and he's got some artifacts. So it's kind of leaning towards bringing it in. What else? What else do we do? I mean, it's hard because our deck, we already have so many good cards in our deck. So I don't think we can bring it in. Like, what would I take out? I mean, Spark Mage's Gambit seems okay. It seems like it could help us get there. Like in that game, it would have won us the game, but we didn't have it in her deck. But we had lots of cards we could have drawn there in those few turns before, like when he put us stabilized at 5 and gained a few life. Like if we drawn Birthing Hulk or an earlier Path Warden or Relentless Hunter, we would have been good. But I don't know. I guess I just try to kill him before he plays that freaking card again. But that's not off. That's not a great way to do that. I guess I keep this. Don't love it, but kind of like the last one. Yeah, I'm putting it on the bottom. We need to draw some action. We can't really afford to sit around. Looks like that's what we're going to be doing, though. Most likely, anyway. So we didn't reveal anything. All right. Well, you know, Relentless Hunter is good when you have 1,000,000 mana. Well, that makes things a little better. All right. So I think I play Saddleback. I mean, it makes it big enough that he can't really block. And we swing. He takes it. No big surprise there. So he's already at 4 mana, which isn't great for us. Especially because this time we don't have like 1,000,000 removal spells. All right. Well, that's not so good for us. Ugh. Yeah, I guess we used up all our luck on that draw where we drew right after he got rid of it and we dealt with his Thought-Knot Seer. He got rid of the removal spell and then we drew another copy of it. We used it all up because now we just cannot draw creatures or spells creatures are spells. He's probably about to play it again. What a surprise. Okay. So we probably lose again. It's going to be pretty hard not to. That helps. It would have been nice earlier. Then we play a land. Then we make Looming Spires into a creature. Magic's just a wacky game. All right, dropping him to 13. Let's just hope that he just draws like all... I mean, we do have one of our best creatures in play, and we're about to play another one of our best creatures. So we have that going for us. We don't have much else going for us. Yeah, Canopy Gorger. That does suddenly become a reasonably playable card in a Zendikar Insurgent deck. I can't believe our opponent got it both games. Like, the fact that he was like able to ramp into it and play it both games early is like just as lucky as us drawing back to back of what we drew. Yeah, Loam Larva. Oh, Thought Harvester. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't think we can come back. I mean, we let our opponent get to Zendikar Insurgent both games. It's just really frustrating. So I'll play our Hulk. I mean, at least he can, rumble with everything he's got. But, he's going to be playing multiple creatures a turn. So should have sided in that creeping mold or what reclaiming vines. So frustrating. So he probably doesn't have Kozilek, but he's got something worth ramping into. At least we took Birthing Hulks away from him. Seems like he messed that. Oh, 4 colors. Yeah, I was misreading that. Wow. This deck is ridiculous. Ridiculous. Really, Sifter of Skulls. He comes into play. Yeah, I mean, I think we may as well just scoop again. There's just no way we can put a stop to this. You know, he's just going to play a million cards a turn, and we can't do anything to stop him.